This is a little video of...
This is the video that I didn't want to do, but Deb was so excited about her Valentine's inverter that she insisted that I do it. So this is one of my little...
Not how to, but how I do, or he does.
Series of videos.
Yeah.
We're really struggling with this one. Now, one of the reasons Debbie wanted to upgrade our inverter, we're slowly going through upgrading things on the boat. We've put new batteries in, we've upgraded all of that wiring, and we had a Sterling 1800 watt quasi sine wave inverter which would run everything we needed on the boat electrically, all the chargers for various electronic equipments, but the one thing it wouldn't run was
my hair straighteners.
Now, they was only very low wattage, I think 50 or 60 watts, but it's the electronics within those straighteners. We bought you a cheap set from B&M's with a leopard print or zebra print. I called them her Pat Butcher ones, and they would work fine, but your expensive hair straighteners, what we used to have to do, because we've got a 3 kilowatt travel pack, we'd have to turn the engine on, let the engine warm up the revs, turn the travel pack on for Deb to spend 3 minutes straightening her hair. So, like I said, as part of our upgrading, we decided to get the pure sine wave inverter.
Hooray!
So we knew what rating inverter we wanted, and we wanted a 2000 watt or 2 kilowatt, but we didn't want to pay a lot of money. Now, the main ones and the popular ones out there, which everybody is fitting, are Victron, which are all singing and dancing, and they do two 2 kilowatt models, and they're both...
Well, one is about £750 and the other is sort of 835, 40 pounds.
Which we didn't want to spend that.
No, that's just a little bit above our budget.
And if we wanted to replace it like for like with Sterling, the Sterling one was going to work out at
about £580.
And again, still way too much money. So I'd done lots of research on the internet, reading reviews, bits and pieces, and we came up with a name I hadn't heard of, a company called G&L, and a 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, and this is it. Right, I've been pottering away for the last half an hour and just realised I should have been filming, so I'm going to try and recap on what I've been doing, and this is it. Right, so I've bought myself a new 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, and the problem I've got is where to fit it. Some of you might be familiar with my man cave. My leisure batteries are under there, buzz bars are just under there, and at the moment over there the inverter's in that cupboard there with the mains panel and 12 volt distribution. But the problem is where the old inverter is, there isn't enough room to get that one in. So I've been weighing up my various options, and I've removed 2 shelves from that area there. The inverter's going to go in there. I can drill some holes through that wooden board there, and then it's just a matter of running the cables to about there where the buzz bars are. And doing it that way, the 12 volt cables from the buzz bars to the inverter are going to be a lot shorter run, so I won't need such heavy cable, so win-win. Right, day 2 of going to fit the inverter. The other day that was just checking where it could go, and by the time I'd done all that, I just couldn't be asked to fit it. So now going to fit the inverter. The cable that I already have is large enough, and I'm putting the inverter nearer to where the buzz bars are, so I'll be shortening the cable, which will mean cutting it with my ratchet crimpers that you've seen before, and putting new crimps on with my hydraulic crimp tool. Again, I'll put links in the description below where you can get these from, and they are good little bits of kit. So I've got all my holes drilled in preparation for the positive and negative DC cable coming up. The 240 volt mains cable is in ready, which will then reconnect into the back of the mains board, and that end will plug into the inverter. The old inverter, just put a torch in there, will come out, and the cables from that will pull back through under here, poke back up into the new inverter, and obviously they'll be shortened because the buzz bars are just about there, so that's a nice short run to where the new inverter goes. Well, that was working slightly against the clock, but the old inverter's out. New inverter in place, and it's all working. Yeah, I didn't get to video any of the crimping or cutting because my wingman had gone for a little bit of retail therapy, so it's all in, it's working. I've just yet to check the fridge is going, but it's showing that all the 240 volt stuff is on. The test will be Deb's hair straighteners. Now they're only 43 watts, but the electronics in them never worked off of our quasi sine wave inverter. So now we've got the new pure sine wave inverter. Deb should be able to straighten my hair and hers every morning. So all I've got to make sure is that my cable is rated, is the right size for the rating of the inverter. Now the inverter is running, maximum running current is 2000 watts, so
2000 divided by 12 volts equals 166 amps.
And it has a peak power. They live on them, don't they? We do. People outside, we live on them. If focus is looking a bit different and light levels different, we just had a family come up to the side hatch who are hiring a narrowboat, bombarding us with questions.
So, and having a look inside.
Yeah, so anyway, back to what we was on about. The peak power on this is 4000 watts, so you need to make sure that your cable is rated for that. So 4000 watts
divided by 12 volts is 330 amps.
Both sporting straight here. So
it is absolutely wonderful to be able to just get up in the morning and just straighten my hair with decent straighteners. It is absolute bliss.
And the inverter's been in now for over a month, and it does what it says on the tin. We didn't want ones with all bells and whistles on. I don't need to see what's going on a Bluetooth app. We just want it to invert our 12 volt DC to 230 volt AC.
Yeah.
Now, if any of you guys are interested in the ratchet cutters or the hydraulic crimpers, if you want to see them in action, if you check out my video on, I think it was titled 12 volt narrowboat battery rewire back in August. Check it out there and you'll see me and Deb there
doing
upgrading all the wiring, and you'll see the ratchet crimpers and the ratchet cutters and the hydraulic crimpers in action.
Yeah.
And again, if you check below, I'll put the links to these if you are interested.
Yeah.
So I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you like the video,
press the like button.
If you haven't already subscribed,
press the subscribe button.
And if you want future notifications of any other videos we put up,
the bell icon.
And if you want to help support our channel, check our Patreon page out.
Yeah, so I think that's it then.
Yeah, okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.